fragile. Seeds were busting up the spine. I think I cracked my skull doing airplanes. Not too many, was just fine. Pussy snatching shit in a playboy. Cries down a good-looking man. Yeah. All right, it's another Friday night, and guess what? Another storytelling. Frankie Chan's got another story for you. Another Hollywood story coming at you. Monster Magnet. They won't catch that one in the censor bot either. I guarantee that. What's funny about that lyric is he bought another copy of the album Fragile because seeds were busting up the spine. So back in the day when we had records, they went perfect. And then back in the day when pot had seeds and lots of them, that was a perfect thing to take your pot when you're going to roll a joint, and you roll, you take the record cover and you put it at an angle, and then you let the seeds roll into the spine. But this lazy ass, instead of dumping the seeds somewhere, he just closed the record and then finally got so many seeds in there, it broke the spine of the record. That's what's funny. You gotta be like old, like maybe in the 70s. That's funny. But yeah, so anyway, the story is thus. It's a band back in the day called The Mentors. I don't know if anybody ever heard of them, but they did up a little brand of rock and roll called rape rock. It was really hardcore, fast, speed metal with the worst lyrics. Like, you could never have these lyrics. I mean, they talked about beating women and raping them, and and like at the time it was horrible, but it was just hard. Yeah, it was like this guy. It's like doesn't mean I know. Oh, it's gonna affect. It's so bad. It's gonna affect me. People's opinion. But blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it was we all just looked at it was fucking like a novelty. But so the lead singer was this old dude. Like, he looked like a motorcycle dude, but he like had the personality of a Herban. It's a Sherban. Like, he wasn't. He was crazy and stuff, but he wasn't like a bad. Like, he wasn't gonna come and kick your ass or anything. But he looked like he's scary, right? His name was El Duce. He called himself El Duce. So this guy was a riot. He just show up at fucking parties, all the parties. I knew him. Yeah, everybody knows him. I'm sure people watching some of the people. Well, I don't know who watch. 3 people watch the video. But if people happen to watch this video in Hollywood back in the day, they know who I'm talking. They'll know El Duce because he was all over the place. And he was a clown. He was funny. He would go to people's houses, drink their booze, do like outrageous shit, and he was freaking horrible looking dude. He was really ugly, bald, little ugly dude, like dressed like a biker, and he would sing for the Mentors, and he would scream this rape rock. So now you got the background on El Duce. All right, so set the scene. Here we are. I'm with my best pal and A&R record executive for Chameleon Records at the time, Hot Rod Christopher Long. Well, we tagged in this video. My pal, we were roommates. We had a lot of great stories, fun times together in the old rock scene. The last great rock and roll scene in LA, I would have to say. The late 80s into the mid 90s. And he had gotten some things. He used to get us into all the industry events. I saw Ted and all the great movies that came out. I saw top bands. I was sitting next to guys from like Jane's Addiction and all these bumping elbows with all these people. And it was awesome. Got to eat all this food. We went to this one party. It was at the Palladium. It was a giant island of sushi. It was just like more sushi than I ever seen. It was just unbelievable. Some of these parties. Anyway, so there they have Liz. So he got us into this club. It was an opening of a new club. It was downtown LA. And it was this club promoter who had a very famous club called English Acid, where like Alice in Chains, started there. Played there. Like we all played. All the local bands played it. But that was like one of the top clubs. Like you had to be good to play there. So she had opened a new club called God Save the Queen. It was downtown LA, and Chris got invited to the thing. And And so we go in, and it's one of those multi-room event parties, clubs, nightclubs, or whatever. So they had shit going on in one room, live band in another room, the bar, whatever. So we walk in, we're hanging out, shooting the shit, and they had a DJ and playing music in one of the rooms. And he happened to be spinning a brand new Nine Inch Nails, which first came out. Nobody even heard of it. It was awesome. First record. It was so great. I was like, wow, what an industrial disco mix. It's unbelievable. So the guy's spinning this, and me and Chris come up, and all of a sudden we see, we're watching this. We're standing by the DJ booth, and there was this real stuck-up chick. She's a really, really hot-looking chick, but really, you can tell she's one of these stuck-up LA chicks. And so she's out on the dance floor dancing to, the Nine Inch Nails, the new Nine Inch Nails tune, and she's all dressed to the nines and shit. So she doesn't know. Meanwhile, El Duce comes walking in and gets right behind her and gets up and starts doing this and starts humping her in the back and doing all this shit, dancing like she is and going like this. And she couldn't see him. So she's just there dancing and stuff, and he's doing this in the background. Me and Chris were like, we almost shit ourselves. We fucking laughed so hard. It was fucking so unbelievable. It was so fucking, to this day, we still talk about it, and we laugh our asses off. And by the way, then we go in the back room in there, and a band called Mookie Blaylock is playing, right? But it's Mookie Blaylock. It's Pearl Jam. So we saw Pearl Jam in a room with like 5 people. I don't know, it was 20 people in the room. Mookie Blaylock they played on. Yeah. Yeah, I was been around there, kid. That's right. So there you go. There's another story. Whatever, do it, have a nice weekend. See you.